It's a little bit under 2 minutes, but it's not live yet. I got it.
You see anything?
Mm-hmm.
Where you at? Facebook?
Facebook.
Phone's on silent if you did.
Got it.
You get it on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying my phone's on silent.
Right, Facebook working then.
I don't see it on Facebook.
That's usually my problem.
I'm about to share it. Anyway.
See YouTube streaming.
Okay, there we go.
Amen.
Down. Mm-hmm.
I may have to upload YouTube later, but it says it's streaming now. I don't see it yet. It's still saying upcoming, but if Facebook got it, that's number one for me.
Okay. I have to reintroduce.
It's a long intro. Any music or something on that one?
Yeah.
Lord, I had you right.
Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl, Felicia Lynette, Refocused, and we are back with another hot topic just for you in our subject. Let's talk about healing. I got my girl, my co-host with me, Miranda, aka Miss DJ. Y'all give a shout out to my girl. Say what's up, Miranda.
Hey y'all. So glad to be back. Missed you guys last week.
Oh my God, yes, we did miss last week, y'all. This weather it's been kind of taking us out, right? But we made it. We're here this week, so no worries, no sweat, no anything. Listen, let me go ahead and get these props out the way, these products out the way. You all know any of these products you want, go ahead and inbox your girl. Send me that DM, and we can get these ordered for you. But you know, I have these T-shirts. I have a V-neck fitted T-shirt, and on the front, it has the Refocused logo, and on the back, it says, go and get you some healing. I believe I will. Now, listen, let me tell y'all, every time we say go and get some healing on this show, I need you to put in the comments, I believe I will. Can y'all do that for me? And then I also have the crew neck shirt. I have tumblers in both sizes, small and large. I also have coffee mugs, and they come in 2 sizes as well. And I have that travel coffee mug for your coffee, just ready for you. And I also have a good frosted wine glass. Now, last but certainly not least, I have my book called Situations, The Lies Beneath Them All. You can find this book on Amazon and on Barnes & Nobles. Go on and get your copy. If you don't have a copy, get you a copy. What y'all waiting on? Get a copy of the book. I use a lot of the excerpts out of this book when I'm talking about things and stuff on the show. So get the book so you can relate to us. We're going to jump right in on our topic. Miranda, you ready for this?
Girl, yeah, I've been ready.
I know. Listen, our topic tonight is pursuing toxic relationships against all odds. Now, let me tell y'all something. This is one that's kind of difficult because y'all know how sometimes we just want what we want, and it doesn't matter who says no. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if God says no. Right. When we want what we want, we go after it. But sometimes that's not in our best interest. Right. When God says no, we got to trust that He knows what's best for us, right? So I want to talk about this, Miranda, and dealing with trauma in toxic relationships. Verbal and emotional abuse, harsh criticism, insults, manipulation, they can all inflict deep emotional wounds, leading to symptoms of trauma. Control and isolation, feeling trapped and isolated in a toxic relationship can trigger feelings of helplessness with trauma. But what happens when you've carried around so much that now the toxicity is in you?
Oh, wow. Well, I need to answer that question. I got another question.
We can answer your question. We'll circle back to this one.
Okay. So what happens when you feel like everything that you've prayed for, and then He still says no? Let me tell you.
Okay.
Firstly, I don't believe God would put me with someone that's everything I prayed for.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you why now. I believe I should bring more of them when I'm with them. More out of them when I'm with them, you know? If they're the one for me, then some things won't come to fruition until I'm in the picture.
But what happens because we always think that they're the ones.
Do we?
Every time we get with somebody, we be like, okay, this is it. This is God. I know it, because they check off so many of our boxes. So I don't know if that would be safe to say that God, because no, God won't do it. But we do it.
Yeah.
So that's still that pursuing the toxic relationships against all odds. We have no business if it's not for us. Most times, somebody said this to me the other day. They said, we see the red flags.
Yeah, we do.
We see them all. We see everything that we've complained about, but yet we still want what we want. We go in deeper and deeper and deeper. We get attached more and more, even when all the red flags are screaming at us saying, girl, run.
Right.
So what happens when we still pursue those relationships and we have no business being in those relationships?
Girl.
I think it's a difficult question to ask, right? Because sometimes I think that women, we have a long checklist of things that we want from our mate. Like, they got to do this, they got to do this, they got to do this, they got to make this, they got to do this, they got to bring all these things to the table. Meanwhile, most of us ain't bringing the same stuff to the table we asking for, but we're requiring and demanding so much of them.
Yep.
And we and then we start thinking, well, maybe I could do away with this one. Maybe I can do away with this one. And until, I think my cousin said this to me the other day, because I jokingly made a post and said, Lord, I'm ready to date again, right? And I said, help me not to focus on the things that they can't control, like, that they smack, or, maybe they're a little pigeon-toed or something like that.
My God.
So my cousin made the comment, she said, in this season, I want to make sure that everything I'm desiring, I get. And what's wrong with that?
That's good. Nothing's wrong with that.
The only problem is there's no perfect. We're not perfect. There's no perfect person out there. And when you're trying to get all of your box checked, you're looking for somebody to be perfect.
You are.
And what about the people that when you all get together? This probably where you were headed. When you all get together, that the gifting on the inside of you perfect the weaknesses on the inside of them. So then they won't check your box, but maybe they have great potential. I heard.
I don't like that.
I don't like either. I don't like either. I'm not dating potential anymore. Okay, but I heard Tyler Perry say this to Crystal when she was talking about dating, and he said the problem is you're looking for someone to match you.
Yeah.
Your income may be up here, and theirs may not. We are a product of society. What happens when they don't? Our brothers get the low of the low when it comes to jobs. So how do we say, okay, well, I'm making $100,000, but you're only making 30 or 40. I can't date you. That's difficult.
That is.
But yet we still pursue those relationships, and then we complain about them later.
Right.
So why are we complaining?
Because we're the toxic one.
Okay. That's
what I want to talk about.
That leads me to the good stuff.
Yes.
Because what happens when the toxicity is on the inside of us?
Exactly.
And sometimes we have so much trauma built up on the inside of us that we now carry around toxic behaviors, and we don't even recognize that we're toxic. We don't recognize that a lot of the fights are started because of us. A lot of the arguments are started because of us. Yep. We're not recognizing the things that's on the inside of us, because we, for some reason, think that we're perfect.
Oh.
We think that we're perfect. Yeah. Okay. So how do you know if you're toxic or if you're just traumatized?
Okay. So that's something that when I tell you I'm really, really studying up on it now, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, not always, but sometimes people who have suffered some kind of trauma like childhood abuse.
I need you to fix it for me.
Like rape, marital abuse, some type of trauma that folk have suffered with, can become sort of imprinted with that ideal that this way is normal.
Yeah. Okay.
I said this
That's
before. When I started going through my healing, my trauma served as a Band-Aid for me. Mm-hmm. You know how you put a Band-Aid on a sore? But the sore up under the Band-Aid starts healing, and when you rip it away, the sore is healed. But you got the scab that still reminds you that something happened. Yep, something took place. You burned yourself, you cut yourself, you fell. That scab is there to remind you, or the bruise now is there to remind you that that trauma took place. Well, my trauma served as a Band-Aid. And when I ripped the Band-Aid off, I was still wasn't dealing with the trauma. But I didn't know how to just let it be uncovered anymore. Right. I didn't know how to just live because I was stuck in the place of being used to dealing with trauma. So it became normal to me. It became normal even in relationships, normal in dealing with others, not even just relationships, well, all relationships, friendships, family, whatever the case may be, it became normal. And then I became a threat to others in an abusive way that they were treated. Now I am inflicting the thing that caused me trauma. I'm now inflicting it on someone else. And I really had to sit down and say to myself, I don't want to be the person that causes trauma to anyone. Just getting around there, just bleeding on people. Yeah. Yep. Because hurt people. I know about it. And so I'm trying to fix myself, but yet and still, I had to say, Felicia, you causing the thing that you said you hate to other people. Or, here we go. You start relationships, knowing that the relationships don't fit you in the first place. At all. But I call them something to do. That girl said something to do. I just call them something to do. It's a hangout buddy. I'm going to eat dinner, or I got somebody to just mingle with for the time being because I'm in the house bored. But then now they become attached, and then I pull away because, baby, I wasn't trying to be with you like that. Are you in love? No. I was just playing. Oh my God. And then I pull away. Okay. So now I'm causing hurt and trauma to someone else, and I'm inflicting the same pain that I said once disturbed my spirit, once bothered me, once kept me up in the midnight hour, once made me cry, once made me just shut down. Now I'm causing that to someone else. Ooh, yeah. We just jumped right up in this thing. I'm in here. Yeah. And I mean, if we're going to deal with it, we're going to deal with it. Y'all better go and get y'all some healing. Because I believe I will. I'm really, my whole focal point in this, and especially in this conversation, because this one made me realize some stuff about me. Yeah. Oh. And that is making sure that others see that sometimes we're the problem. It ain't everybody else all the time. Yep. It ain't Johnny right now. It ain't Pookie now. It's us. And when we recognize that it's us, when we recognize that we have done some things that is not what we say we stand for. Oh, that's good. It's not what we say we stand for. We say we standing for refocus. Right. We say we standing for go and get you some healing. Right. We say we standing for everybody, making sure that everybody releases the trauma and the toxicity and move into their life. But yet now we're doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing. So let's help the people. Okay. All right. So my answer to that. Okay. First of all, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, everything you said actually puts it right where I needed to be. So, as you know, and some of you guys know, I am a sexual assault overcomer. Mm-hmm. I'm very proud to say overcomer. Yes, I love it. I didn't just survive it. Mm-hmm. I overcame it. I'm doing something about it. Yes. Okay? So I asked myself, how did I attract that type of abuse? That's a trigger for some people. And I kind of said it on purpose because everybody wants to know why. Mm-hmm, why. Mm-hmm. So I had to go back. As a child, I was daddy's girl. Okay. I loved being around my daddy because of the way he treated me. Mm. Okay. I was precious in his eyes. When I was with my dad, there was nothing I couldn't have. He never spoke rough or harsh to me. Mm. I know that's a trigger for you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I really felt like my father would kill for me if anyone caused me any harm. So that's what I became. The way that he treated me is who I became.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also the type of people that I was attracted to. So think about it. If you show me some attention, you treat me like I'm precious, I can't do no wrong in your eyes, you know, anything that I want, you pretty much try your best to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putty.
Yeah.
You know, I just fall right into it. So you've earned my trust because you've reminded me of my father and that relationship that all little girls
want and desire.
Right. Okay, so I became attracted to that. So a person, now a lot of people think that your trauma comes from somebody, this mean, hateful, ugly, give me some words. Ugly,
narcissistic,
all these things. You think that's going to be, the person that hurts you. No, they're sweet. They're kind. They're attentive. They try to give you anything you
providers.
want. Yeah, they're providers.
Yes.
Oh, they put you on a pedestal. All those things. That's what and I'm learning now that that's not, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but I pay more attention to not just those little things that they're doing. I pay more attention to their day to day. I pay attention to how they treat their moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one of the things that you said that resonates with me is we date our daddies. Yep. And
or at least
and even those who don't have fathers or father figures, we date the idea of what we know a father to be. I married someone that was 14 years older than me. I thought it was because I was mature. I thought my oldest daughter dad was 14 years older than me. I was 17 when I met him. I thought I was mature. And it took me 2 relationships of people that were 14 years older than me to say, girl, you are not that mature. You just like the rest of these knucklehead people out here. You are not that grown. You are not that mature. You're looking for daddy. And I was looking for someone to, because I didn't meet my dad till I was 18. Wow. So I was looking for someone to be what I thought a father would be. Right. And they were that. They were nurturers, they were providers, but yet they didn't see me as equal. So here I am in a marriage with a man that's 14 years older than me that still looked down on me, that still felt like he had to chastise me or give me instruction or babysit me. And I wasn't grown in his eyes. I was only grown in one instance.
That's it.
All the other times I was still a little girl. And when we're dating our fathers, we gotta, or people that portray the image of that, we still gotta make sure that it's a healthy and a whole relationship, or else you cannot be in that. I mean, I can say that to everyone that's out there right now that's dating an older person, be it male or be it female. You're either looking for your mother or you're looking for your father, and it's not a healthy relationship. I don't care how equal you all say that you all are. Listen, I'm 55 and I get hit on by 30-year-old men, and I don't care if I say, how many times I say, baby, I got kids your age. Age ain't nothing but a number. Listen, it will be an unhealthy relationship because I'm going to always feel like I got to tell you what to do. Tell you when you should come in the house. Tell you how you should clean up. Tell you how you should comb your hair. Whatever the case may be. It's an unhealthy relationship, and now I'm inflicting trauma on somebody who just wanted to be loved by their mama. Or for the girls that just wanted to be loved by their dads. Now trauma is being built up in you and you don't even recognize it. And you won't recognize it until later, until you have actually stepped away from there. One of the other things you said, that you became what you were, or what was given to you. So you gave.
We become what we attract.
Yeah. And I think
we are what we attract.
We are what we attract. Yeah. I think that what we have to make sure, and ladies, I want to say this to you, like, strong as I can. What we have to make sure is the gifts that are on the inside of us, our purpose, our giftings, our cooking, our cleaning, our intimate relations, that you are not giving it to people that don't deserve it. A lot of times we say, oh, I know God made me a wife and I'm going to just be who I am to whomever I'm dating. I'm not going to let them change me. But are you giving the wrong attributes to the wrong people, or the right attributes to the wrong people? Yeah. Because they don't deserve it and they're going to mishandle it. And then you walk away saying, I gave the best years of my life. What was Mary J. Blige's song that she talked about?
Which one?
That she helped build his business. She was there loving him, and all the time he was out loving somebody else.
What is it? Not gone.
Whatever the name of it is. But even in that, she was helping building his business. He became a big business owner, and now he was cheating on her with somebody else. Yep. The problem with that is we build lives, you all. We see things in people. We see their giftings. We see their potential.
Not
gonna cry. And we start pushing them. Who said that?
My daughter.
Oh, thanks. We start pushing them to their purpose. Yep. We start pushing them to excel. We start pushing them to, you can be a great business owner. They're not even thinking about business, but we're already pushing them to it. We're already putting that in their mind, and we start building their business. We get the paperwork together. We go get it all. We go and show them, get everything ready, and then we come back crying and say, listen, I gave them my best years. They didn't appreciate it, and then they were out there cheating on me. Listen, I'm not saying don't be who you are. I'm saying be who you are for the right person that's going to appreciate it, or else now you're causing some trauma to yourself, because now you saw the red flags. You knew they weren't the right person. Right. You knew they weren't the right person. We had Apostle Bobby on the show the other day, and I said to him the other day, a couple of weeks ago, I said to him, I think on Sunday, we were just sitting around talking, and we were saying something about relationships, and he said, but let's be truthful. We saw them people being bad in the beginning. We did. Listen, it's adult to adult. Can I just talk to y'all, adult to adult? Even when you start having relations with them, you know it's not what you desire.
She calls it relations.
Yeah, I'm trying to be adult on this professional platform here and not say the wrong stuff, right? But you knew it wasn't what you desired, but you settled because they were a good man. You settled because they appeared to be what you wanted out of the man. And then you find later, when they're no longer serving you that purpose, then the thing that you settled on, you start dogging them out for it. Right. I don't dog them out now, baby. You saw that in the beginning. Y'all better go and get y'all some healing, because tonight we coming forward. Yeah. I need us to focus on the things that are on the inside of us. What about you? This is the other thing you said. What about me that attracted that? What is it? That's always a puzzling question for me, Miranda. Even if I date someone now, true story. Okay. I taught Bible class last week, right? Mm-hmm. And young man's been trying to take me out. Hadn't gone out with him. He's been trying to take me out. Well, I'm good for sending you a link. Hey, I'm teaching Bible class tonight. Jump on. You know what he said? Thank you, but no thanks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, red flag. Right. Guess what you went on? See, back in the day, I would have made an excuse for that. Like, maybe he's just not into church the way I'm into church. No, boo. I'm not making excuses for people. Not in 2024. He went on the blocked list. I don't have a reason for a conversation with you anymore, because you're not into what I'm into, and that's priority for me.
But so
the old us would have made excuses for it and would have said, well, he just asked me out to dinner. Everybody got to eat.
It ain't gonna hurt. Yeah.
It's a problem.
It is.
Make sure that what you are expecting, that you inspect it. Mm-hmm. So inspect what you expect, and make sure you get it what you are desiring. Y'all don't settle. Because when you settle, the trauma now comes later, and you're inflicting trauma on yourself by settling early. Right. That thing right there just messed me up. I was driving thinking about that. I'm inflicting trauma on myself just by accepting anything. I'm worth more than that.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all put that in the comments. I'm worth more than that. Put that in the comments. I am worth more than that. Go get y'all some healing.
I believe I will.
Yes, indeed. Put that in the comments. I'm worth more than that. You got to think more highly of yourself.
You have to.
And I know the Bible says don't think more highly of yourself than you ought to, but you don't have to think so lowly of yourself that you settle for the scum of the bottom of the barrel. You come on up. And if you have not found them, if you have not identified with them, if they're not the people, it's okay to be by yourself.
It is. It's okay to be by yourself.
It's okay.
It is. But also, that's another portion of your healing journey.
Yeah.
You know, it very well could be because, again, we attract what we are, right? All right, so if we attract what we are, then if that's what's still coming at us, then maybe it's something in us that still needs healing. Yeah. So.
I think the good thing about that is when you think about trauma, you think about the things that you've had to get over, the things that you've had to that you went through to get to the point that you are right now, right? When you start your healing journey, it's important that you don't isolate yourself.
That's right.
But it's important that you learn to be by yourself.
That's right. It's a difference.
I'm going to say this again.
Huge difference.
Don't isolate yourself, but it's important that you learn to be by yourself. Being by yourself don't mean that you're isolating yourself from your friends and your family and people that genuinely care about you. Being by yourself means it's time to just love you. Yeah, sometimes it's time to date you. Take yourself out. When I went through my divorce, 2021, when my divorce was final, I took myself on a trip. The most bizarre trip ever. I went to Vegas by myself.
Who does that?
Who goes to Vegas?
Right.
But I figured if I can conquer Vegas alone, I can conquer any place on the planet. And so I wanted to be in a place that I conquered the hard stuff. I didn't want to start at the bottom. Nope. I'm shooting straight for the top. I want to know that I can conquer that so that when it's time to do any and everything, I can go out to dinner by myself. I go to the movies by myself. I do. And just take walks by myself. Why? Because it's important that I love me first.
Right.
And I don't want to give broken Felicia to someone else.
Yeah.
I told a friend of mine this the other day. He said, "Why did you wait so long to date?" I said, I went on dates. I just didn't date. I waited to date because I didn't want to inflict my trauma on somebody else when it wasn't their fault. We have this bad. The trauma that we are experiencing, we yoke up with somebody and now we make all of that past trauma their fault.
Yep.
Because we want them to be our healers. That's not their job. Y'all better go see God and get y'all some healing.
Right.
That is not their job to heal you. Yep. It's not their job to bring you out of the past trauma that you had to deal with.
They had nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Yeah. Absolutely nothing. Let them people be peaceful, and until you're ready and healed, let them go. Listen, the old people used to say, if you set them free and they come back, it was meant. Let them go. So that you can take care of you first. We gotta make sure that we are in the right position, right mindset to be able to deal with people.
Yeah, adult relationships.
Yeah. So, what do we say to our audience today, Miranda, who's listening and says, "Listen, I'm in some of these places. I find myself right there. I've yoked up with somebody that I shouldn't be with, but I don't know how to get rid of them. I don't know how to just pull away." Before you answer, I want to say this before she answers.
You gotta say hello. We ain't say hello to nobody.
We ain't say hello to nobody. Hey, y'all.
She said, "Hey, y'all."
Hey, Jaden. Hey, Alexandria.
That's my baby. Hey, D'Angela. That's my niece there.
Hey, niece.
That's my neighbor.
I'm Miss Hughes. Hello.
Yeah, Thickums.
So
crazy.
Before you answer the question, I want to say,
you're gonna have to ask the question again too.
What do you say to the folk out there that have connected with someone that now they know that they should not be with, but they don't know how to get away. So before she answers the question, let me say this. It is important that you not connect with somebody in your broken season.
That's it.
When you connect with somebody in your broken season and then you do the work to get healed, you wake up and you looking around like, who the hell are you?
Right.
And how did you get here?
Yes.
Real talk. Like, it's really difficult. And now back to my question, you find yourself in a predicament saying, I'm here. I know I don't belong here, but I don't know how to escape. What do you say?
So, okay, first of all, for safety reasons, this happened to me. This literally happened to me. I knew better. I knew better, and but then something happened, and literally we woke up one day, and it was like, yeah,
May as well.
this ain't it.
Yeah.
This ain't it. Okay, but what if you're the person that woke up and they're the person that's not it? I was tread very carefully because if they're not it, then obviously you don't know what they're capable of doing. They could cause you, some kind of harm. You don't know what they've put into being with you, so it could end badly. So I would just try to have a conversation first, attempt to have a conversation. But at any time, be ready to go. If you know that this is it, this isn't it, it's over, whatever, have your ducks in a row and be ready to go.
Yeah.
Because in my last situation, I literally walked away 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was not prepared.
Why don't we remember the movie, Tyler Perry's movie, Good Deeds? And remember how Tyler Perry and Gabrielle Union decided to just break up? They had a conversation. This just isn't working. You want something different than what I want. Right. Why don't we end relationships like that? Why does it have to be so like in your face? Why can't we just be like,
selfish people?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're selfish people. We were more in love with us in the relationship than the person that we were in the relationship with.
Listen, Miranda said she was in a situation. Hence the name of my book, y'all. Situation. Y'all get the book. Situations in my book is what I call being in something, a relationship that I had no business being in, because they rescued me from a situation. And I really want to say this because a lot of times, especially us women, we have it bad with dating, connecting to, seeking after people that can rescue us. If we're in a financial situation, they can rescue. They got a great income. They got a house. They got 2 or 3 cars. They got a white picket fence and a dog and kids grown. We have a something in us connects to them because it looks like purpose. It looks like, oh, this got to be God. Got to be. This is I'm supposed to be. Be careful that you don't connect to a situation because the situation is only temporary.
That's right.
It's not purpose. It's a situation. You got to connect to purpose. That's why y'all got to go and get y'all some healing. You got to connect to purpose, not a situation. Purpose will always continue to grow, always continue to develop. Purpose will always love at all times, unconditional, no matter what, even when you are getting on purpose last nerves. And as we know we can, purpose will always choose you every time.
Every time.
Every single time. And when you make them mad, they're not going to, the first thing that's come out their mouth is not going to be, well, we can get a divorce or you can get out. No. Also, when you are connecting to purpose, make sure you are equal to purpose.
Right.
You have your own stuff.
Right.
The reason people look at us, the reason my first husband, when I was married, 14 years older than me, looked at me like a kid because I came to him as a kid. I didn't have anything. I needed him. I was trying to get out of my mama's house. I was trying to run away and escape rules over there. And now I come into the house with rules of somebody else that ain't even my daddy.
Yeah.
Make sure you look like purpose. That thing right there just helped me.
Okay.
Make sure you look purposeful, that you are giving what you are expecting.
Yeah, that's huge. You just answered the question.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Listen, y'all, do me a favor. I need y'all to hit the heart button, hit the heart down there. Share this to your page. Somebody else needs to see this. I also need you all to follow We Believe Digital, because that's where we are. That's our platform. We are thankful to We Believe Digital for allowing us to be here. We are thankful for Mr. Garrett and his team. You all follow the page, okay? Let me wrap this up really quickly. Toxic people have trouble with all of their relationships.
All of them.
Every one of them. I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't care if it's work. Toxic people have trouble with all of their relationships. And there are no smooth, easy relationships with anybody. Toxic people often have some degree of personality disorders.
Yeah.
They are usually deeply insecure and deeply concerned about the image they present to others. How do I look? How do you see me? How do you receive me? Often this image is a false, manufactured one, and it's one that I call their representative. It is not the true them.
It's not.
Make sure that you are healed from your trauma, that you are not showing up toxic.
That's so important.
So listen, Miranda, tell the people where they can find you.
So if you're looking for me, looking for me, I am also a DJ, and I have a page, the Mrs. DJ, TheeMRS DJ. I'm married to those beats. And you can find me on my nonprofit page, which is 25 Speaks. I did share it to that page as well. And where else am I? Oh, and Miranda Parker. So if you're looking for me, you can find her. You can find me on Facebook, Felicia Lynette. I have a business page, Felicia Lynette, and my personal page, Felicia Lynette. You can also find me in my group, Refocused. That's my healing group. That's my platform that I do most of my thug thizzle talk on about healing. You can find me on Instagram. It's Felicia Lynette Refocused. You can DM me. I'm a life coach. Listen, I love to get you from one stage to the next stage and out of the trauma and toxic relationships that you're in now. Let's move forward. We're in 2024, you all. We are going through this year. We want to go through this year, heal, hold, and set free. You can find both of us on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock at 3209 Greenfield Road. Check us out over there, too. But listen, do me a favor, y'all. Go and share this. Go and get y'all some healing. If you need any of the product, y'all DM me. Your girl got you. Bear with me a little bit because my girl who makes my product, she just had a baby, so I'm trying to work on her time a little bit. So we're running a little bit behind on some orders, but we're going to get them to you. If you've already placed your orders, they're on the way. She's making those now. But DM your girl. Let's talk it up. Let's get healed this year. Well, Miranda. Yes, ma'am.
We'll be right back here next Monday. And y'all, we got some really great things coming up this year. We're going to do some live shows with live audiences. We want y'all in the place. We're going to actually record them and use that as our upload for the week. So we got some things coming up, and we're going to plan some stuff throughout the year, some healing platforms on both on Refocus and 25 Speaks. Yep. We are getting ready to do it. So y'all come on, follow us. If you're not following our pages, go follow us so you can get of that information. And as always, go and get y'all some healing.
I believe I will.
We love you. Ain't a thing you can do about it. Y'all have a great evening.